are so free. The moment I'm in and out, before it even shows up on the stream, I'm already out of the trade. All right. So you have to understand the strategy for yourself. And I do not invest money for my subscribers. So be careful with any fake accounts reaching out to you. I will not message you first. I will not message you first. People are messaging me, right, inquiring and asking questions. So be careful. I will never ask for personal information. I will never ask for money. I'll never ask for you to click on any crazy looking link. All right. SDA seems a little bit more volatile here to start. Be careful down in the YouTube comment section as well. This thing is all over the place here. My level 2 even having some lag here, it looks like. Slow and steady. I don't need to trade anything the first 2 minutes. I'll be patient. It looks like there's a lot of risk here. What I'm seeing is that the upside potential is just as high as the downside risk. So for me, that already forces me to use small size if I'm going to even consider it. Now, do I even want to consider it? I think the answer is no. I need limited downside risk, high upside potential. So I'll give it some time. We'll see if there's a good setup, if it pulls away and it moves a little bit more clean. For SDA right now, it's chopping around.
OGCP.
GSIT on the other hand, well, not quite. There's a small seller there. Yeah, MGRM, high risk, right? As Marcelo is saying there. Chat. GSIT attempted for a minute candle to make the new high, but not quite. MGRM, is it halted up already? Yes, it looks like it is. Yeah, so when we're seeing that lighter volume now, we know what it is. So you got to be careful if you're going to trade it. Careful with the spreads. I'm not sure why SDA is moving so crazy. At this point, I just prefer to see a fresh stock. Even GSIT having a hard time for now. But this one has been known for giving red to greens, right? So we'll have to be patient, as usual. There's a break of 7. It pushes up to 17. Not bad. Is it holding above 7? Well, I'm going to take a loss with small sizes. It's going to come back down. 30. Yeah, again, as mentioned, we got to be very, very careful. Right, that was a 20-cent loss. It's making a new high, so we can pull it up. Let's see what it does. Just one to be very careful with. By the way, let's bring down the audio a little bit. No one likes to hear that Thinkorswim chime. Once upon a time ago, it was music to our ears. Now it's just annoying. The stock definitely has potential. Maybe it gets halted up, right? That wouldn't be bad. Will we see a break of 750? If it holds up its levels here, it could be good. Watching to see if it pulls back. There's a break of 50. Will it push? Not quite. High is 63. I'm gonna come to 1,000 share minimum. I'm gonna watch to see if we get a bigger pullback here. The low of the current candle is 40. It's holding up. Didn't get what I wanted there, so I'm still waiting, but that's all right. The volume is a little indecisive around 30, 40 area, so I'm not, as confident in this range. Whatever the volume is telling me is what I'll do, right? So we got a new red candle here on the 5. Just holding up so far. Will we see a new high of day? VWAP is all the way down at 7, although I don't think we should be pulling back down there. It'd be too big of a pullback. It's like there's buyers, but we're not seeing the, okay, there it is. There it is. Just gonna say we're not seeing the breakout. Yeah, 15 cents gone. High of 80. I'm gonna continue to use limit orders. I think it's the way to go. I can use market in some areas if the spreads really tighten up, but low is at 60. No fill right there. High of the current candle is 91. Yeah, I'll have to use some market orders here, but I'll have to be very careful if I want to get in, right? I've already missed 2 nice trades not getting filled. Is the break of 8 worth it? Maybe. Maybe not. Spread, man. Spread is spread. Time. Candle's about to close pretty soon. You know, do we need a 5-minute pullback? I don't think so, not yet. So I'm still waiting. Still waiting. We do have another 5 minute candle here, so I gotta be careful. I don't think we need the new 5 minute pullback yet, but it could happen here. It's possible. So again, just watching at volume, but we gotta try not to take a loss if it does give that bigger pullback. That could set us back a little bit. No fill again. Tried for 72. There's a bid there. How far is it gonna go? What? Wait. What? Why is my P&L not moving? Am I getting filled on the worst fills ever? Oh my goodness. Wow. No, that was ridiculous. Oh, looks like it's Titanic. Take a loss there, trying to buy below 8. Maybe it holds 70, but this is under the context of a flush, so we got to be careful here. Man, uh, well, let's not get distracted. Low 73. This is not a bad place for the 5 minute pullback, but we don't want it under the context of rejection. It makes it a little trickier, right? So if this candle can close as a green doji and then we pull back, it's a little bit better, but we'll have to wait and see. Ay, ay, ay. I was fast to react on those entries too. So
If I is K.
Titanic. No, buyers are still coming in. So this is good. We can close the green doji. There's a minute left in this candle on the 5. I still think it needs pullback, but we'll have to see. I need to nail this 5 minute pullback if it does give it. Relentless trader has to nail this trade. Come on down, the price is right. Early or no? It might need to drop more, or I'm just out a little too soon. I think it needs to drop more, but we'll see. Bounce first. Come on, come on, come on. Come on down. Let's hold this. Let's give it a chance. This should go back to 7, I think, if it's good. It's fluctuating so fast, but let's give it a chance. One crazy stock. KB, 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 where are those bulls? Goodness. It looks good, but, will we curl up nicely? More buying again. What's the time? 47? 47. It needs to get going. If not, it could pull back. Watching for volume. Buy or sell volume, which one? I might add. Watching for the push. That was a high fill, 60. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna come out of this. It's taking too long. It should have already went. I'll keep an eye though, I'll keep an eye, but there's a minute left. I'll buy back if it starts to move, but and the way how the spreads are is why I'm not taking profits. I'm trying to take profits in certain areas, but it's just not holding up and going higher. If I sell the bids, my P&L stay the same, getting filled low, right? It's like we're seeing 55 by 70 and then back down. There's a seller at 60, 10,000. Ay, ay, ay. The low is 40. GSIT curling up. This one is it on the backside, possibly, maybe. We didn't quite close at a green doji in that 5 minute pullback that started from the heights, right? GSIT, a nice move. Although it seems extended. Bid came back. There are bids. I might add here. Take us to the moon. Great fill. Mm. Bids again. Oh, gosh, these the fills on the bids coming out. I mean, ridiculous. Getting murdered here. But once there's a bid that's of decent size, it goes, which is a good thing. Let's size back down to 1,000. As I look away, it boosts up. Great. GSIT, big move up, big pullback. For anybody who was patient enough at 40, I mean, it worked, but it just took so long. I thought it was probably going to fail, right? So I guess ultimately I'm not patient enough in that area. 92, we got a 12-cent spread. Mm, oh, okay. Oh, this is one. Yeah, yeah. Spreads, the spreads, the spreads. Big seller, 10,090. Yeah, I think it's best to just ease off of this. This has potential, but man. Well, we'll take the $300.
WKEY.
We could have done better. There were a few areas where we weren't as aggressive as we could have been, but to the depths. Where's the follow through Hive Day? GSIT, big move, then back down. Retracing the entire move, not good. Do I walk away? Do I just walk away right now and just call this a green day? Thinking about it. Moon Trader with a nice day. Getting it done. Guys, as you're watching on YouTube, be sure to hit the thumbs up and of course consider subscribing to the channel if you are a new viewer. Man, Moon Trader getting it done, man. Getting it done. Really nice stuff. Take it easy. Have a good one. You know, the limit orders, missing those two trades that I missed wasn't good. It's just a whole different ball game when I can buy at will, you know, versus being that restricted. We took a total of 40 orders where it could have been triple or double. For those of you in MMU, I hope you guys are doing all right. Spartan, Rum, Lewis, Lucas, John, Galaxy, everyone else, and Tony, Big Steve, Mighty doing his thing. It's a tricky start to the day with these stocks. GSIT up and then down. This is not great. But you know, if we catch it early, right, in the pivot areas, you know, we could be in here potentially at 630. It rips up all the way to 684. There's you know, opportunity to take profits in the move up over Hive Day. We just don't want to see it get back the entirety of the move. So if we could have held up like 650 and then, you know, retest the highs, would have been nice to see. How did we do? So there's a couple of them. RX, I can take a look at that. There's a couple other ones that were moving as well. MGRM, how did we do? It opened up higher. Looks like it had a move, but then sold off. Not good. SDA. RX. A little bit lighter volume. What's the float here? The float might be a little on the higher side too. It's moving up, but I'll be patient. WKEY. W key. Okay, it's just resumed. We gotta be quick. It's anything but quick. All this typing. Okay. If it curls back up, maybe there's something there. And there's a curl back up, but it has huge spreads. And this is a cheap stock. Low is at 77, low of the last is at 63, and a high of 306. Halt down is at 224. We recently had a move on the daily, right? Going back a couple days ago, it was halted up, resumed higher, went up a little bit more, sold off the rest of the day. So we got to make sure this is not a pump and dump right here. That's what it's looking like so far, if you ask me. So I'll be careful. I don't need to just jump into this blindly. I can always protect my capital by not trading. The daily chart is why I think it, you know, if we look back to was this Friday of last week, it's halted up, resumes higher, flushes down. This looks like manipulation. Looks like a chat room pumping it up. Someone big is in early, then everybody else tries to buy and then they're selling. But relentless trader will not get caught. Why? Because volume is part of what we look for. The stock must be pushing high volume consistently. You know, we want to be trading stocks that are high in volume. So even though this one hitting the scans, we're not gonna just jump in blindly. Still has to make sense. ATNF was being mentioned. It's not looking bad, but you know, can we get back to the highs? In fact, there's a 5-minute setup here. Volume on this one also looks like it's in the depths. Am I putting in the right stock? ATNF. Never mind. ATNF. I typed in the wrong stock. Okay, yeah. So 5 minute candle to make the new high at 35, but it's rejecting. We got a big red candle already. Yeah, I'm definitely considering just shutting it down here. It's like I don't need to be a hero here today, right? There's either, leaving money on the table or potentially giving back profits. ATNF, what is it going to be? There's a seller at 37. We can potentially make more or we can potentially lose. It's very rare that we just stay sideways. Being that the momentum is so weak and not looking great, I got to be very careful if I do want to stay, but I'm considering walking away. It's been a good week already. High of days at 42. Okay, we'll give this one a try. Small size, not quite. We need more volume than that. Take the dip 36 area. Okay, there's a small trade, couple cents. Big green volume here. And we're gonna rip through the seller, but it's pulling back. There's a small bid. Can we test those highs again? Nice move. It bought up. There's a lot of sellers there. Bought up those sellers nicely, but not continuing to 50. So this one is moving like a $5, $6 stock, despite being this cheap. Like the range it has. So you got to be careful. You got to get the right entries. So we broke high of day. It seems to be lingering, which is not a bad thing. The daily chart in this one definitely looks a little bit better than the last one we just checked out. We've traded this one before. What is that? One low 138. It's holding high. 43. 41. Are we going to attempt a new high of day here? Okay, I'll take the couple of cents as it comes. All right, we need something more meaningful though, right? Oh, oh, well, that's exactly why we needed something more meaningful. It's so volatile. I'm trying to buy 39. You know, the moment me hitting buy, it's already back 45. I'm in 45. It's already back 39. There's a quick 5 cent loss. Back to square one. Yeah, but that those type of trades were like nothing. We need something meaningful here, like an actual good pullback or something to see like a proper trade. Just making 2 cents on a trade is like it's not really worth it. M key, M key, W key, M key. W key. Is it moving back up again? I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, the green candles are looking all right. I did think about leaving it on screen, but I took it off. Okay, so it's pushing up. We'll get halted at 70. I thought about leaving it on screen and I'm like, no, it looks too weak. But here we are up 50, 60, 70 cents. A pump and dump turning into something more. There's a potential halt at 84. False halt. $4.18 was the high of day from a few days ago. GSIT selling off. Nice. 5 day. Double tops, then breaks, then a clean break. We'll see what it does. It definitely is extended. It needs a pullback, but we'll see if it gives one. It all depends. Okay. So we got our first low, which is at 55. High of day was at 7. Was this 80? 84. Hmm. And it's right back up. Doesn't linger too long at the lows. 73 to 1 minute candle make the new high. Somebody going short. 59. 42. It felt like somebody went short up there. Titanic, is it done? But it doesn't seem like it was a lot of shares though. It just seemed maybe like a 10, 15,000, 20,000 order at best with the type of volume that was going through. This it needs to get bought up here. This doesn't look good. If not, we kind of end as a, topping tail candle if we pull back more. So what we need is a doji, a green doji, right? So lows 33, volume compared to the last candle is pretty high. It might be Titanic. When I step off screen, it's because my nose is getting too stuffy. Just a heads up. For those of you watching on YouTube, be sure to hit the thumbs up. If you're a new viewer, consider subscribing to the channel. We'll be live again on Monday. Monday morning. So after this $40 loss, we're going to be green 255. Not great. Not great. Yeah, we missed the entire move going up, so nothing like just trading the backside, right? I'm doing a better job these last couple of months, also, paying attention to my candlesticks, man. Zooming out from the level two. That's how I can avoid a loss like this in this type of situation. It's like, unless this comes back to a green doji and can close as such, which just like 5 seconds, it's looking a little tough. So we're gonna close a red doji. So it's not as bad, it's not a shooting star, but it's not great either. But there could be a red to green if it traps the short sellers. If we continue to get this bottoming wick kind of a thing, I'd prep an order here just in case. There's a bid somewhere, but we'll see how it reacts. I think there might have been a buyer, small size. Is there a hidden order here? I think there might be, and there's an actual bid, but we're not moving. Right back down. A green doji better than a red doji, of course. Right, so it's like indecision, sold off. If it lingers up here around 50, there's a chance of a red to green. But if there's not enough buying, then not good. Because the short, some people who are short might still be holding full size. If it gets over 50, 60, they start to then maybe just cover break even, get more buying back to the highs potentially, if not to the depths. $70,000 share buyer on GSIT, but in a place where I wouldn't really touch the stock. Could be a fake order too. ATNF still lingering. Is it going to attempt another high of day push? If I take any like decent loss, I'm out of here. I'll walk away green $50 if I have to. But I refuse to go red. It's not gonna happen. Not going to happen. ATNF pulling back from those levels. Waiting patiently. A little rotation. Let's see. Well, that wasn't anything. ATNF. GSIT. LSDI. LXEH. MGRM. SDA. WKEY. Right back down. So this bottoming wick didn't really do us any justice for a red to green, at least not right away. So either it's finished or maybe it comes down sideways again and tries again later or crawl back up. We did see this type of pattern yesterday. Low of 310, low of 312, off of 312. There's a nice bounce to 28. Not a bad trade there. Although I'd say a little bit more risky. So we'll see if this one does get back over 46. Break of 50 essentially. And yesterday, the red to green in this situation went to a new high of day. Now today is a brand new day, so we don't know for sure, but I'll be waiting. Because of how the red candle is the reason why I'm not touching the bottoming wicks at like 312. If it pulled back under a different type of candle, I wouldn't mind buying it down there, but this is against my rules to take the 5-minute pullback on this type of red candle coming down. If it was a green doji, it's acceptable. Of course, if it's if we pull back gradual, we open up low. Let's say our green candle has a small wick at the top, and we kind of have that red candle coming down, lower volume. those are the circumstances I'm usually taking this entry here. But it's not to say it can't work, because it already bounced up twice. So if we get back above 46 is where I'd start to trade it again. There's three. That third time is always tricky.
BIOC.
Back over 310 maybe is, something some people are watching at. SDA red to green, maybe. It's crazy, man. You just, it's like you start to get used to the bigger gains, and it's like today feels like scratch day, I mean, but when we look at the trades, like when I have the bigger losing trades, they're like $300 losses. So it's like one winning trade, one losing trade. Doesn't really feel like anything happened here, but of course, a lot transpired. SDA, especially with the spreads and the limit orders. W key missing this big move here. I thought about it. In my head, I'm like, should I leave it on screen? Because there's another stock that was completely dead that I could have put it in the place of, that one. But like, whatever. It looks like a pump and dump. I didn't check to see if there was any news, so maybe I played myself there. Again, even like 310, I think is high risk, so I'm not. My hands are like completely off the buy button. I've had to learn the hard way, of course. It's trying to take trades like these, and then in a 10 out at 295. KB, man, how you doing? How you doing? Good to see you as usual. Chase, BIOC, BIOC. Volume here is very light though, so this will definitely have big spreads on the resumption. So you guys got to be careful, but maybe there's something good coming here. MGRM was also halted a few minutes ago. These are the days to get green and get out. Sometimes our optimism can kill us because we start to think, maybe there's something better coming, and which it could be the case, right? There's no wrong answers, what I'll say. If you're gonna stay here till 12, you got to stay here and be very, very disciplined, right? You can't get caught up into, you can't get caught up into taking the wrong setups. So if something good does come, you can capture it and then get a nice green trade. Again, BIOC, slightly bigger spreads, but moving up. The halt up is now at 74. It might get halted up. 991 for the halt up. And it is. Is it already locked in? Okay, it's already locked in. Okay, there we go. Locked in. Not bad, right? Not bad. Is Save trading this one? Let's see. We gotta go down to the other chat. When is Crispy coming back, man? Raphael, big red day today, bigger than yesterday. Uh, Today was a tricky day. That's the first things. These stocks with these spreads and the range just up and down, very tricky. Um, Sizing down is usually pretty good to help with the red days, and then on these spready stocks, even if you just have to use limit orders, that's the way to go. Try and get the best fills possible. I had a couple of areas for sure where I don't know what in the world happened. So I'm in at 90, I added 99, I'm out at 08, in at 8, out at 15, in at 10 and 18, out at 16 because the bids did not go up. Disaster of a loss right here, in at 91, out at 75, not good. 50-50. 83 shares filled filled at 67. Jeez. Tell you, man. This is an aggressive trade. I was ready for that break of 8, man. Added at 90, nothing happened. Adding is so risky. You might as well take the entire position and just scale out. In some situations, it's better to really just go in heavy the first time. Adding is just so tricky, man. It throws off the cost basis. It just, if the stock doesn't keep going, you feel uncomfortable in the trade. You're already buying.